Hey, how's it going, guys and gals? Welcome back, and I'm hoping, you know, before I say anything and have you guys talk, let me make sure it's still working. Okay, cool. I think we're good. So, we're back with this week's Insider Gaming News Talk Show. I'm your host, Shift Gaming, joined by everybody this week. We got a full class. We got Kitty Crusade, Drink Canadian, House Hendo, and Paul. Welcome, guys.
Hey.
So this week,
glad to be back.
This week's news. How do you guys feel about it? Because I mean, I feel like we got some juicy stuff to talk about.
Yeah, especially in the last like 48 hours, there's been a few developments I've noticed too.
I know, dude. I mean, this week it's just like the last 2 weeks. It's funny because we've got all these awesome game releases that are coming out, and then next thing you know, we've got all this like weird, oddly, like some negative shit that we're not talking about on the show itself, but a lot of stuff we've seen, and we're just like, the fuck. So. Let's kind of start out with what we've been playing this week. I know it's getting ready to the week before Christmas. Everybody's getting ready to do stuff. Yeah. So what are you guys been playing?
I dug into Conan Exiles on the test server a lot. Testing out some new stuff. They did a new patch trying to fix some frame rate. There are some bugs, but I've been having some fun with it. I've been playing with some of the new DLC.
Nice. What about you, DC?
I got I've been experiencing the nightmare that CSGO free-to-play has become over the last week. It's been pretty good.
Oh shit, has it gotten that bad? I was actually going to ask you guys.
Like the average player like count of searching players has gone like way up, and there's like hackers everywhere. It's insane. It's it's gotten out of control.
CSGO the Division.
How's CSGO BR? You in on that?
I played that maybe twice, and then I just started playing ESEA to get away from like how bad it is on matchmaking.
Jeez.
Oh man,
that's insanity.
Yeah. I've been super into this game Kenshi now. I don't know if you guys have seen much about it, but it's
I was going to ask you. After you mentioned it, I was like, dude, I want to check out what this is. And I watched the videos on the Steam page. I did not get the chance to watch your stream on it, but at the same time, I was like, this sounds interesting. What is this?
I think I heard of Kenshi a while back. I'm actually going to have to look that up on my phone.
It's actually been like in development for 12 years. It is a mix between Mountain Blade and Rimworld, I'd say. A little bit more hardcore.
Okay, you got me now. You got me attention.
I've put in like 10 hours in the past 2 days on it on stream. And I'm like, where can I fit in like a nice 14-hour block and be playing this game? Because it has its claws in me real hard.
Nice, dude. We're going to see you playing that Saturday on the new lineup?
I think I'm going to be doing Draft Magic on Saturday.
Draft
Because I've saved up. Like, Draft Magic. Like, playing Draft.
No, I know what you meant. I was just like...
Yeah. I saved up 10,000 coins and I want to use them, so...
Nice.
You know. Yeah. And Paul, what have you been playing?
Well, I flew away from my home computer, so I can't be streaming at all. And I've got my not even a cheap little MacBook, but it's a MacBook, so it can't run anything. So I've been playing Hearthstone, and I found out that like one of the top decks was cheap enough that I could get, even though I have never paid for packs in my life, and I think I'm rank 6 now. I'm like so close to hitting rank 5, and I was like, oh, you don't need to pay to win in Hearthstone. You just have to wait until a cheap deck is in the meta. But
that's one way to do it. That's one way to do it. That's for sure. It's awesome.
That's
though.
like
Frugal
really
pay to
All
win.
is breaking Hearthstone. I like it.
Yeah, really into that not paying for Hearthstone life.
Oh, hell
Yeah, so that's kind of been what I've been up to lately. Can't really play any other games. I got my Switch, so I've been doing Super Smash Bros. When I get the chance to.
dude,
which,
I'm gonna be
I
playing
mean, that game
so
is-
much of that next week, and on my plane ride out
It's
next
so
week.
good.
You guys have me
So
wanting
good.
to buy a Switch, man. I might just do this. in
Dude,
2 years.
that's
Switch is worth it for that game alone.
That's why I bought the Switch. What's that game?
I might have to because I've been invested in fucking Nintendo since GameCube. I'll be honest.
Oh, dude, I've been invested in Nintendo
Their
since
games are
original
almost
Nintendo.
Their games are good. I just stopped buying
Okay.
other system. I just started playing people on other people's systems.
Yeah.
Don't act like the game's always good. I bought a Wii U and it was fucking.
Oh,
Oh, the Wii U was horrible.
Oh,
I bought the Wii U also.
Yeah.
I bought the Wii U
It
also.
is.
It was so bad.
I'm
I
missing
played
the,
every time
the-
Wii U.
Did you guys see the GameCube controllers you can get for Smash Bros. Now?
Yeah.
that
I
Nintendo
own
put
one.
out?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
I picked up 2 of them. They're actually really good.
The one with the Smash symbol and the long cord.
No, I got wireless
look at
one.
you with the special edition.
Yeah, the one plus of owning a Wii U is that Smash 4 came out for it.
Oh yeah.
Cousin has a Switch. I might just steal it from him if he comes over on Christmas.
Do it.
Yeah.
See,
I
the
ended up getting like the whole like ultimate version that has all the DLC and like a couple controllers and everything. I just went all out on it. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm playing Super Smash Bros. And I'm going to play it very often with all my friends.
apparently I have to buy a adapter so that I can plug it in so that the internet works good, but I'm still not.
I like how that's like a fucking thing to try to fix it. Like, you know, something stupid that they don't do very well in the.
Yeah. I'm annoyed that I have, in order to play online, I have to pay for Nintendo and an adapter, and then it might work well. And I'm just like, Nintendo, please fucking do internet right once. Just
Well,
once.
hey,
That's something they haven't done. Right?
in Nintendo's defense, they have taken off that bullshit anti-streaming crap they had. So now
Yeah.
it's
Okay,
easier
so that's
to-
that's a plus.
Not doing something bad isn't doing something good.
Well, they actually reversed. Well, it was something bad that they reversed. So it was kind of like righting a previous wrong while adding 3 more wrongs.
I'm not bullying you anymore.
I'm not bullying you anymore, but you're gonna be my lab partner this semester, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, God. Well, Nintendo. Fix your
Yeah.
goddamn
But
internet.
Nintendo. Oh man, so this
I mean,
week's-
I'm only gonna play locally.
Oh wait, yeah. Hendo, what have you been playing, bud?
Oh,
He already went. He said,
Yeah, I already went. I haven't been streaming at all the past 2 weeks. I've had too much shit going on, but I've been playing Conan on the tester.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Conan. I'm
What have
Dude, I-
you been playing?
me. Oh, dude, I've been playing fucking everything. I actually got a nice sit down playtime with Insurgency Sandstorm last night. I actually got to review that because I got a review code for that, and it's pretty fucking legit. Like, it's actually like the co-op isn't just like your normal run of the mill co-op. That shit is actually hard, like really hard. I had a genuinely like, you know, difficult time with the game, like even with just the people I was playing with. Like we only, I want to say out of 20 games that I played, I think I only passed like 4 or 5 of them.
What's
was
the
really
arena
low,
size?
honestly.
Like
Oh,
was it,
they're like at least 10 by 10, I think, at least. Like they're pretty
Okay.
they're pretty good size, and then it's like the co-op, it changes it up. So it's weird because on PvP they limit the amount of weapons and attachments and stuff like that you can get, but on the co-op you can have anything you want that you think you can do the job. So you get a couple extra guns, like a couple extra attachments, a little bit more grenade choices, stuff like that. And I
that
think
makes sense. 'Cause that makes the PvP more competitive while also
Exactly.
having buffs for co-op.
Yeah, and they reduce the amount of coins you get, also like your outfit points basically. And it's solid, but the cool thing about the co-op part is it doesn't just, you know, you're not just going to capture the objectives or kill anybody. Like the objectives change, so you could capture objectives, you could blow them up, you can defend them, you can do a bunch of things, and a lot of times it's a variety. Like, so sometimes you'll capture an objective and then you'll have to defend it immediately afterwards, like for 2 waves of dudes, and they'll come from anywhere. And my God, the AI is smart as hell. Like, I've gotten headshot from snipers like halfway across the map, and I didn't even know they were there. And I was like, wow. Because it'll zoom in on like where they were, and I was like, damn. Like, that's pretty solid. Like, I'm like, okay. Like, take it.
What mode were you playing on?
It's just a co-op. It's co-op or PvP, and they automatically choose the mode for you. So there's no choice currently. So it mixes it up every time. And if you fail one for co-op, you actually get to play it again. Or you have the choice of playing again, or you leave the match. So it was pretty solid.
So it's like a game for vets of FPSs and shit more than
like if you're playing that for the first time, like you're gonna have a bad time. Because it's like it's a realistic shooter too. It's like 1 or 2 hits, or if you have armor, it actually does protects you. Like you'll see the guys like flinch a couple times, they get hit in heavy armor, and then after a couple more shots, they'll finally go down.
I actually love games like that. I'm probably gonna go add that on my wish list right now,
dude. And it's on sale right now. It's on sale, so it's definitely worth it.
Dude, I'm tapped for Christmas presents, man. I'm trying not to spend shit till New Year's.
I mean, hey, Steam sale's going on till January 7th or something. Or 3rd.
I saw that. Yeah. I got like 3 games in the cart just waiting.
Oh yeah. But this week's news. First, we're going to start with kind of some of the little Twitch interesting things. It seems like they finally kind of bowed down to Discord and are shutting down all of their Discord like features, like voice, video, and text chat in all their rooms and stuff. They're cutting all of that out of the Curse client here pretty soon, which is actually kind of a cool thing, I think, because I think them trying to compete with Discord from the get-go was really fucking stupid. I think it was just the dumbest thing they could have ever done, especially because Discord has such a huge thing in the market, a foothold in the market already. I mean, even big shots like Ventrilo and TeamSpeak and all these other old school platforms are just dying off because of Discord, basically, because it's free.
Well, you also got to remember too, Amazon is a very competitive company, and they are with Twitch now, so they probably just went to fight the fight.
Oh yeah. They were trying, but they definitely did not get anywhere with that one.
Well, am I right that didn't they buy Curse as a way to come back towards Discord? Like it's not an in-house thing, right?
Yeah. They bought Curse to try to do it, and then they put a ton of money into it, like right away. And it was just insane on how much they put towards it at first. Because everything was mimicking what Discord had. In fact, they even came out with a video chat that was earlier than Discord's. The video chat was actually pretty good, but who the hell wants to open another client? Like, it's getting to that point where we talked a little bit about that this week, where we're talking about game launchers. Like, nobody wants 1,000,001 fucking game launchers. It's the same. It's even more so true for chat apps and all this other stuff. Like, everybody's kind of embedded and invested in Discord, and who wants to switch away from Discord at this point? I mean,
the fact that Discord is not a resource hog is like a #1 thing for me.
Oh, absolutely.
I've had a few groups where they're like, yeah, join our group me so we can talk to you, and I'm like I don't really want to be involved with this group anymore because you're using group me, like, or like we're still using what's that one called?
Slack?
No, the video voice chat that's bad.
Skype.
Like,
that one.
We're still using
that one,
Skype, and I'm like, guys.
Okay, Skype has gotten an upgrade since then. I'll give it to Skype.
Yes,
I used Skype last
Too
month,
late.
and it was the worst.
Well, Open Comms was using Skype until recently, and it was fine because I've been on there a few times. And Skype was working well for them.
Yeah, we never had a problem with
the new NDI feature is actually what makes it stick out a little bit more than it used to. So that's a big thing.
Yeah, I can go on a whole thing about these fucking game launchers. Okay, this exclusive title shit needs to fucking stop.
It needs to stop. Yeah. And there's not a single gamer you could go and ask in any community. I don't care where you go. You could go from here to 10 buck 2. I guarantee you, anybody that has a computer and is playing games on a thing, they do not want to have all these extra clients. Like, not even close.
They're fucking hogs. Like,
it drives me nuts just having Origin and Steam. Yeah. Like, I have 2, and I'm like, that's
I have several because I'm an MMO pig. Like, I have fucking Ark and all that shit on here. I even have games that you can't get on the ones. Like, I have a Battlestar Galactica online and shit. My shit's already cluttered. I don't need Epic Games and Discord fucking it up even more. Yeah. Even though Discord will probably be the least killer to, like, functionality, but still.
And I heard it's really solid. I haven't gotten to play a game on it, even though I have, like, Nitro. I haven't even touched a game on it yet, but they've gotten a lot of cool, like, exclusives for, or freebies for Nitro users. And
I don't even play The Walking Dead, they're not my game. But I feel mad for that fan base right
Oh,
now.
dude, I am actually super upset for him. I'm not like I didn't want to touch the game to begin with because I was already started hearing the rumors about them getting shut down, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to touch that. And then more so after it did get shut down, I'm like, well, good thing I didn't buy it. And now they're coming back with it, and they're doing the last episode exclusive on the Epic Store. It's like a big fuck you to the community after all the shit they just went through.
Yeah, and from what I read the article too, from what I can see, the only people that are getting it outside Epic are the people that already pre-ordered. So you're literally punishing everybody who refused to pre-order.
Yeah,
on
yeah,
other platforms.
it's so
that's
stupid.
fucking ridiculous.
So like
What's,
people who actually want to finish off the story can't now, basically, unless they buy it.
Like
on
if they had like
store.
some exclusive DLC that they came up with in-house that you could only get on Epic, that'd be fine. But the
Yeah.
whole fucking game,
Yeah, that would have made more sense, I think. But even then, yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
What's seeming real strange is how they've basically replaced the console wars that we almost just finished,
Yeah.
where everyone decided crossplay is cool now, and they're like, you know, let's bring it to PC. That's the thing that PC needs that console used to have. It's a bunch of like people crying and whining at each
Yeah.
other about what thing to use.
Nobody wants that drama. Nobody. Not me, not you, not Joe Bob and Baby Mama. It's just it's just not gonna happen.
Well, that's one of the things Steam's so good about is like they'll let you launch other games through them. Like I have Rainbow Six Siege, and Ubisoft wants you to use their thing, but Steam is like you can buy it on the Steam store, and then when you click on it, it'll open up the Ubisoft one, and then just automatically go into game without you having to do anything.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
still
it's like that. Is that like the Uplay bullshit that happens through Steam? Kind of like that.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and also on top of Paul's point, even if you have games that you can't get on Steam, you can still link them through your Steam to launch them.
Yeah.
Like all those free games you get through Twitch, I'm able to link them all through my Steam and just launch them
Yeah.
through there. I can't, go look at their store page or the workshop forum, but I don't give a fuck about that for those games. To be honest, they're free.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Steam just does that really well.
well. Adding on to that, I think we should go over to this point of because Epic Launcher doesn't have a forum, which was supposed to curb toxicity. People are constantly apparently going over to Steam's forums to try to get help and like support,
Yeah.
which
Typically,
is mad.
yeah, Subnautica.
Seriously?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. What's going on is Subnautica is the fucking issue. Subnautica's been like Epic's like flagship to bring out their shit, and nobody can get any help with Subnautica, which is a buggy as fuck game. I've owned it since early access.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, you can go into Steam now and find people like, hey, like how do I get this to happen on Epic's launcher? Because I can't get support there. Because Epic's customer support is
Almost
not
non-existent?
in-house.
Well, they don't. They also like they have the most automated system they could possibly get, and I'm like, you're about to go into games. Good luck with
Well,
that.
Yeah, and not only that, I mean they have unpaid interns doing it, so it's not gonna ever be good.
Yeah.
And
I mean, that's
They
so-
might get some people from Fiverr, but that's about it.
Fiverr.
no, they pay them less than that.
Wow.
I'm just saying, if they upgrade, we're probably going to get that. It's probably the glass ceiling for them. It's Fiverr.
But yeah, so I actually saw one example where someone who worked on Subnautica was like, hey, here's how to fix that bug on Steam's pages for someone who got it for free on Epic's launcher. And I'm like, well, at least Steam's not like deleting those out of spite or anything. They're still
Right.
being decent, but like,
Yeah.
Because Steam just knows that that's going to make them look better.
Yeah.
They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, Epic, you're going to try to steal some people. We're still going to let them back. But hey, Epic's fucking up. We'll help you with that. No problem.
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm just seeing the Apple style, like, we're going to take out features and say it's for your own good when it's like, I'm not sure I 100% believe you there.
That's
Yeah.
why I don't have an iPhone.
Yeah,
I
shit,
mean,
I'm still
I-
mad at Androids because you can't sign freaking personal message tones anymore.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Just have all kinds of shit for people that would freaking text me.
Yeah. So our next story was actually a pretty funny one because I actually heard about this earlier in the week, and then I didn't think it was true until I looked it up, and I was like, oh, holy shit, it's really that bad. Like, it's really getting bad. And then I started seeing it on Twitter, started bleeding out the next day, and I'm like, oh my god. So apparently, Battlestate Games, the company that makes Escape from Tarkov, has been falsely doing DMCA claims against negative views on Escape from Tarkov. So anytime anybody posts a video on YouTube currently, or even talks a whole bunch of shit on Twitch, they're using DMCA takedowns on their channels for the content to prevent bad publicity on their game.
Now, I watched a few of these
greasy,
videos.
man.
I watched a few of those videos like months ago. Over the before they got freaking taken down by DMCA's, and some of them were just talking about like just art and shit. Like didn't really have too many big issues with the game. Like it wasn't even like seriously negative shit. Like fuck these developers, you know. Like
yeah, they were like, doing anything
really
remotely like negative. And there's a couple articles here I'll put in the chat, but it is just like it's
somebody
dirty.
Bitches about like a translation, they're like fucking banning them. It's like fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, like they go and I mean, it's a game that's still essentially in its own version of early access, and of course that's another game with its own launcher, only done through their website. It's Russian done, like it's Russians who make the game, and it's crazy, like how people are doing this.
Yeah, and I like they got 47, I think was the count, videos from one guy named Erotic.
Yeah, Erotic.
Is it Erotic?
Yeah.
Because that's not how you spell that. But anyway,
I think it's Erotic.
Erotic. They got 47 of his videos taken down because they were calling him a liar, saying that someone could steal your account. That's what he said. Yeah, and instead of taking the one video where he mentions that down, or the two videos, they did 47 where he's just talking about bugs and what's wrong with the game, criticism, and they came back way too hard on this guy who is basically, maybe not beloved, but like obviously a strong member of the Escape from Tarkov like
community
fan base. He has a few hundred videos of Escape from Tarkov, which like I watched like 10 minutes of that game and it was enough. I don't see how anyone could go this far in, and then to like kind of shit on him after that is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and the thing is too, the guy was being constructive as all hell. Like he was literally just trying to let them know what to fix, and they're like being like, "Oh no, fuck you, guy! How dare you have an opinion on our development, you Western capitalist pig!" Like I don't know what the hell is going on in that office.
Well, and their reasoning before in their like Facebook post here is just almost ridiculous. It's like I'm sitting here reading it now, and I'm just like, so they're saying like, oh, all in these videos, he's just, he broadcasted on YouTube, which allegedly proving that the leak existed 90% of the game, like proving about a leak, a leak in their system, which, okay, sure. If you don't want that public, I understand. Ask the guy to take it down. Don't DMCA claim it, because DMCA claims are, especially on YouTube, are devastating. Yeah. They're not just, it's full on strikes every single time, and I'm pretty sure he's having to wait to get his fucking account unlocked at this point.
Yeah. And also if they fixed it, they could PR spin that like, hey, the gaming community helped us out and now we made our game better. Boom.
Yeah, and then you spin a positive light on it, but there's nothing they're doing that's making this positive at all at this point.
Exactly. They're shooting the studio in the foot.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Kitty. Sorry.
One of the crazy things is they're sending DMCA takedowns, and this is a quote from him: "There are rules, laws, and agreements. This is reality. You cannot just expect to continue committing slander and libel acts without repercussions." That's not what a DMCA is for.
No, not anywhere close.
And that's so they're admitting to using it in a manner that you're not supposed to use it. Like, if anything, if you're gonna sue for slander, keep it up there, because you should get all the money from that.
Yeah.
Keep it up there and prove it's slander, and then bring him to court. Not that you can do that when you're a Russian company and this guy is American. It's not really going to work out well, but whatever.
Yeah, our court jurisdictions don't really mesh well.
Yeah, the law of YouTube does not go across country bounds. Yeah,
as much as they would like to make people think, they don't.
And then they even tried to readdress it. I think it's the next day. Yeah, the next day. And they tried to address it because everybody's like, guys, there's rules and laws and agreements in this reality. Like, can you address using DMCA to delist his videos? You're abusing the copyright strike system. That's the first comment on that thing. Like, and then they start going off into this whole other thing, and it's just like, we thoroughly monitoring the videos that featured on one or multiple facts of false representation, provocation, or of law violation. As a result of this monitoring, we'll make the final decision on each particular video. The strike will either remain or be removed. We understand your negative attitude regarding the situation, but we urge you to take a comprehensive approach in the assessment before moving on to a new wave of accusations. Like, yeah, we're blaming you for fucking up and you abusing the system. Yeah, there's names. There are explicit, names for that stuff. Like, oh my god.
One of the quotes from the representative when asked about using DMCA's incorrectly goes, "We know what this instrument is designed for," and that's it.
Was that really one of the comments in there?
Yeah, that's what representative said, and then said, "We had to use this tool in order to stop the wave of misinformation. What's important to be noted is that we didn't ban this person in game. We still allow him to play and to stream on Twitch because he never cheated, he never broke the rules of the game, and he never broke the rules of the license agreement on the game. But in his videos, he spread lies, and we had to act fast to stop this." That's fine. One of the crazy things about the internet, you can just go on here and start lying. That's fine. Yeah. You can't get in trouble for that, really.
Well, yeah, it's just like I didn't really dig into.
Ramin brothers move to Russia? Like, is this like digital homicide?
Battlestate is a Russian company.
Yeah,
what's going on?
Battlestate's a Russian company.
I know, but I'm just like saying, did they the Ramin brothers leave Arizona, move to Russia, and just start doing shit again? It sounds like digital homicide 2.0 almost. Like they're being fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, it's
its own stupidity. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot of nonsense.
It feels like companies just always have, or like in the gaming industry, it's so often people just don't have the right responses to things. Like, we need better PR. People just don't know how to respond.
PR should be like the #1 thing anybody should invest into anymore. Like, if you don't have at least a decent PR person to handle these types of situations, obviously this person, whoever is even doing the PR, obviously doesn't know how to handle an angry mob. And
it's probably one of the developers.
All he did.
I'll put money on to one of the developers.
Oh, guaranteed. It's probably is. Yeah. I guarantee you, this is about as close as you could get to getting a full can of gasoline and throwing it into a full-size bonfire at this point.
They need to hire a PR person. They really do.
Yeah, I once.
It also feels like the gaming community just cares more, and that kind of brings up the need for PR more in this industry.
Oh, absolutely. Rumwaffle brings up a good point. PR looks unimportant until it's critically important, and a lot of times, especially in situations like this where their companies are handling things really poorly like this, it makes it even more important. Like, don't come back the next day with an even shittier response than the first one.
Well, that's part of the problem is having PR in-house. You get an echo chamber going on, which is, I am guaranteeing that's what happened. They decide to talk about it. They decide they were right, and they're like, then we should really stick by what we said and blah blah blah. But it's kind of the opposite of that completely.
Oh,
what
absolutely.
You need to do especially in gaming, what you might notice is people who don't apologize and bring up the bad things they did, people tend to forget, and it's not that big a deal. When you go hard at what people are angry at you at, they're just like, all right, we're never going to forget this and we'll ruin your game. Yeah.
A really good high-spirit person is immune to the internal echo chamber. They keep exactly. Yeah, they keep their own perspective and do that.
I think a gaming company, specifically a gaming company, PR should be one of the basic things you need.
Oh, absolutely.
Because if you're going into developing video games, you have to at least have some kind of idea to how volatile this community can get. There's been too much history in video games at this point,
and it's getting worse. Where's more
to be that fucking stupid, if you will. I'll call them stupid. I don't care. They can bring their fucking vodka and bullshit to my house.
This year is the biggest year for that so far. By far the biggest year for dumb PR mistakes. Really dumb PR mistakes in a lot of cases. And this just kind of adds on to it at the end of the year. Oh, here guys, here's a dumb PR stunt. We're gonna have people hate our game.
And the crazy thing about that is, Shifter, is it's from indie to the AAA companies.
Oh yeah, it's not
like an epidemic. I don't know what the fuck is going on. EA with the whole Battlefield shit. That was probably the stupidest way to handle PR during pre-orders I've ever seen a AAA company do.
They were the most downvoted Reddit post of all time.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Who allowed that to go to print? Who allowed that guy to talk to a reporter? Mention his daughter as the freaking main motivation. That was that whole situation could have been avoided, and it should have been with a company as powerful and as big as EA.
Oh, absolutely.
No, like one of the things I've looked at a lot because I have a background in politics and hospitality. Two things that go hand to hand is, acting like you care about things. Community managers and like the PR people do a whole lot of work unnoticed, and that's the best people you can find for those groups. Is I have no idea who this person is, and they never mention anything. That's good. If you know who the PR person is for a company, a lot of times it's pretty bad.
Yeah, in the military, we call them liaisons, just general. And you always had somebody who could be a liaison to whatever you're talking to supply. You need to have somebody that can just be our middleman real quick. Who's the most charismatic, easiest to get along with dude in the fucking area.
And has the thickest skin.
Yeah, exactly. You can take it. Like
the only person I can think of who is a positive PR role I know in gaming is probably Jeff Kaplan of Overwatch.
Oh yeah.
Everybody likes Papa Jeff.
And then there's people like Cliffy B who
although
can't say anything good.
I mean he exploded pretty bad recently. He's like, I'm not ever basically said he was not making games ever again because of people like us. Or something like that.
And maybe people like us. Maybe it's Lawbreakers was bad.
Well, it also came out at the peak. I mean, it was in development a long time, which was already the first problem.
It was development hell.
Well, yeah,
that's what that.
And it also
I watched the guy's whole hour-long video on it. It was ridiculous what was going on with Lawbreakers. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing, month to month in development.
Yeah, and then they came out right at the time when Overwatch did its first big beta, and everybody was already waiting for that game to come out. And Paladins had already kind of come out, and it was doing all right at the time, but it wasn't anything crazy. But yeah, it literally just came out. It took too long, and it came out at the wrong time. If they had maybe come out like 6 months before that, they might have been able to make it all right with it, where it had at least a small community, kind of even like Paladins does, still to this day. But it just came out way too late. I thought it was really fun during the alphas, but after Overwatch came out, I'm like, this game's already dead.
Yeah, I played Overwatch before that game, so I didn't like it.
Yeah, I think one of the big things is they started promoting it way too late in
Oh,
development.
absolutely.
They promote it, and then like a week later, it hit the store. It's like, what the fuck is this?
And the campaign was just super big and wild and out of nowhere, and everybody's like, so what's the game about? So that was the other thing.
Like Overwatch was smart. Like I actually own like the 6 pre-comics they released before the game came out. They give you like backstories to like the main characters the game started out with. And I know they still release e-comics every time they make a new character. Like that's what you gotta do. You gotta build a meta. You gotta build a lore around your game, because that's another thing that'll make people stay. That's why Dragon Age, regardless of their fuck ups, is still gonna be a thing. That's why Fallout, even when all this shit was 76, is still gonna be a thing. Because they create a lore in a game, and Obsidian, I want to talk about their game later, but they're making great meta right now for their new fucking franchise. But it's good.
Yeah,
and,
so
It's hard to go wrong with the story. Like League of Legends, for all their development goofs, they do just fine because the lore is so rich.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm excited about Obsidian too, on their new Microsoft endeavor. I mean, we already know that Microsoft's really trying to make that big
Outer Worlds looks like this shit. It looks like Borderlands meets Fallout. I'm fucking loving it.
In space.
I want it. Exactly. That's everything I've ever wanted.
Yeah. I'm looking really forward to it, for sure. Paul, let you take this one. I think this will be a fun story for you here.
All right, which one are we on?
Oh, the Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Yeah, I'm really excited about.
You're posted this one, so I'm like.
I'm trying to open it up so I can see the actual article that we're looking at. But yeah, so Blizzard posted their own personalized list of all of the pros that broke all the rules and all of their basically a naughty list. They got Krampus Junkrat's naughty list and posted on the internet. And I'm surprised that the top one isn't, well, XQC. Maybe he's gotten better, but he used to be just like the worst.
I don't think he plays anymore, right?
Oh, that might be it.
Yeah, I think he should. They no longer consider him a professional Overwatch player, I believe.
He got to play at like Worlds, but they banned him like right up to Worlds, and they wouldn't tell him if they'd let him play. But they wanted the face, and
No, they
Not anymore. I'm surprised that a lot of them, like at least a lot of them, are boosting, and it's not like racism. Like
yeah.
that's a plus, I guess. But a lot of people are banned for the first games of the season.
Part of the thing that confuses me, because they said for suspended 2 games for account boosting is their normal thing. Account boosting is playing someone else's account, but it's also making a new account at a lower SR to play with other people. And I'm like,
I don't know
I'm
how that's
assuming
boosting,
these,
because the Smurf accounts is basically what like CS:GO does.
but I think what
but
it
that's
is
still boosting. Like if you queue up with a Smurf, it's like considered boosting.
Oh, okay.
I think
Because
apparently
then that guy like has a low rank account. You all join with that guy, and he just like carries you up the rank.
yeah, apparently it's to help other people boost. I was wondering if it was just like, I don't want to be super stressed out all the time, but who knows?
Yeah, well, I know that new coach for, I think it's Toronto Defiant, Jane.
Mhm.
He is like on his Twitch, he's like, yeah, I've got multiple accounts. Don't talk about them. And like he's saying it right there, like I've got multiple accounts, some for like lower SR for when I'm playing with other friends, and for like when I'm playing different roles and stuff. And a lot of like so many people have it, which I don't get because it's a game you have to buy. Like I understand the Smurfs in League of Legends, but I wouldn't pay for Overwatch twice, even though it's a good game.
They
We used
have
to do it in the CS:GO all the time too, when you had to pay for that, and that's like considered griefing. Like if you have Smurf account.
And then you also couldn't gift CS:GO for the longest time too. I think the last few years at least.
Yeah,
I didn't
it was
pay
like
for
a big
Overwatch once. I'm not paying for it again.
I bought it twice.
Well,
So
yeah.
I got the monthly Humble bundle it came in, so I practically got it for free.
Yeah, that was such a good deal. I mean, Overwatch, it's going to be good for at least another 2 years, if not longer. But this is like, I feel like this whole move of putting up the naughty list, maybe it'll help. There's evidence to support that social shaming is a good way of changing people's behavior.
They should have this on like every esports game. It'd be hilarious.
Oh
Yeah,
man, could you imagine the Counter-Strike one? How long that would be?
Oh, dude, there's been a lot of pros that have been caught cheating too. Like that list.
You just have to burn the servers at that point if you did. To see it. Fuck it.
Yeah. Nah, just pros. It's
An
not
endless
all
database of
cheating.
players.
Yeah, you wouldn't do it all.
Molotov cocktail, that bitch.
my favorite one on the list is that Neko got 3 games instead of 2 games for account boosting because he also obstructed League office investigation. I'm like, how good is it? Just like him trying to hide the evidence. What did he do?
What are you trying, like scrubbing his hard drives and shit?
Just
I kind of wonder at this point what that was, what that was all about.
Because like, I gotta imagine, like, I'm thinking of like the NFL has a division to make sure people aren't cheating, and like they do some hard investigation. At Blizzard, it's probably like 2 dudes that are just like, hey man, like you're obviously cheating, and someone told us. Like, and he's like, no, like I threw out my hard drive. I don't know what you're talking about.
Really, one extra day for obstruction of justice isn't too bad.
Yeah.
Well, it's only an extra game.
It's
So,
one extra match.
Yeah, one extra.
which I think is like most of the time on the same day. So, but yeah.
So our
We'll
next,
see how this is going forward, though. Like how it changes in the future.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how it ends up going. This next story is actually kind of something we called, I think, a few months back, and I'm surprised it actually didn't happen sooner. The game Islands of Nine.
I think this was more than a month ago we were talking about this.
Yeah,
this has been a while.
I mean, I think we talked about this actually maybe a week or 2 ago also again, about because we were talking about BRs again. And like Islands of Nine, don't get me wrong, it's a fantastic BR. It's actually, in fact, one of my favorite BRs. But the problem is the developers were taking so long for updates, and they weren't updating the community. And every time they did update the community the last few times, it was shit that they didn't even want. They're like, just fix these basic things, go free to play, keep your store, your currency store, which you're already charging real money for, and then just, you know, you might have a chance. You might have a chance. And they're like, no, we're not going to make this free to play. We're not going to make this free to play. Well, they finally announced they're closing the game in February. And
they could have SW toured that shit easy.
The game had a lot of potential, man. But like, I remember we talked about this like almost shortly after we first played it. We're like, this should kind of be free.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it's a fun game. It has like very solid Counter-Strike like style of mechanics and how you shoot and everything like that. It's super accurate. The netcode's great. Like I had zero problems
And
when
the
it comes to
pickups was
playing.
really streamlined too. Like there wasn't a million useless guns. Like everything was pretty useful. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
oh,
It
yeah.
was just like a streamlined,
It
quick
wanted
BR. It was
they
actually
wanted you to get in and play the game and have fun with it. They didn't want you to have all the extra nonsense in between. Like even the dropping was quick. Like you could just drop it and
Oh,
land,
yeah,
and you
that
don't
was
you're,
super fast,
you're
yeah.
not going to mess with anything. But so now they're going to go free to play for a little bit, and then they're going to shut the servers down. I haven't seen if it's made any difference.
One interesting thing they did do is that they're gonna push an update to basically allow people to have their own servers. So even though you won't be able to play it on their servers, you will be able to host your own.
So kind of like what Battlefield 2142 did.
Yeah.
Probably, I don't
No,
know.
I think
I
a lot
think
of
so.
dying games have done that. Like Diablo 2 did that. Like,
So
well, there's-
imagine this.
Diablo 2 is dead. Fuck you.
This
I
happened.
thought it finally did die though.
No, it will never die. It's immortal.
So imagine this: they go
Like,
they go
the-
free to play. They go free to play. Their 24-hour peak, at least in this last 24 hours, was 236 people. They actually had people playing the game finally. No, it was like 8.
Oh,
It was
That's
8.
a pretty bad peak.
But
though.
before this though, it was 8. The peak was 8. Literally
What's
8.
that? So
that
what's
means
that mean,
like 8 dudes were sitting in a VR.
They said like
Being
240.
oh, man,
so
fuck.
so what's that? Like 5 matches going on?
That's
basically-
no, it's 5
Those
matches.
are
like
50
those are
man.
50 man.
Yeah,
right?
50.
Yeah, it's like 50. So yeah, so it's about 5. Okay, that's really shit. But you know they got 5 matches going on.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a lot better
Screenshot
than the
that shit.
8 dudes in the one match.
Yeah. I mean,
Screenshot it, put it on Reddit.
oh man. But it's kind of sad. Like I said, I really like the theme of it. I like the sci-fi aspect of it. I like the knife that in fact you started with a knife that you could throw, and it also you could kill people with it if you got a headshot with it. So it was fantastic.
The wall creep was a lot better in that game too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. There's a lot of good things about it. It was just a shame that it came to this, and it's just like the developers wouldn't, pull their head from the behinds and be like, all right, guys, we need to make this free to play and just charge for the cosmetics instead, like every other good feasible BR, except for PUBG for whatever reason is still sticking out to that. But yeah, it's just oof.
PUBG is just doing everything out of spite. I think at this point.
I think so. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Oh,
They made a comeback on the Steam charts with their newest update, but I'm still never gonna play again. I'm over it.
They're still down overall since Blackout came out, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh yeah,
They're
Blackout
I've
and
been-
Fortnite. They're just fucking salty as shit in the middle.
yeah.
They're in their
I've been holding a grudge against PUBG ever since.
Oh, you cut out.
Yeah, go again.
Oh,
What'd you say,
sorry.
Paul?
I was saying I've been holding a grudge against PUBG ever since they got nominated for Game of the Year before they'd even released. And then they said they released by the end of the year, and when they didn't win, they didn't release. And that's why I'll never play PUBG,
That is
along
kinda
with all the
greasy.
other
I
terrible
don't know.
reasons.
They are the number 3 game currently on Steam. 152,000 people playing right now.
150.
So-
That's still pretty low. It used to be in the millions per day.
Oh, dude, at one
No,
point it was
playing right
crazy.
now.
It was
Oh.
like 3.5 million.
Well, that's what I
wasn't it?
mean. Like even during the off time, it was still like 1.2 million, and then during the day, it was like 3.5 million.
Their peak players ever was 3.2 million.
Oh, 3.
Well, it's also the holidays, guys. So some
It was-
people might not be like on. A lot of kids might not be on their PCs right now. You know what I mean? Some people might be traveling. It's just kind of like probably like the worst day to gauge numbers for a game.
Well,
To be
it's
honest.
still over 1 million though, peak per 24 hours.
Christmas morning. Christmas morning is probably the worst day to gauge that.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah.
Like some sad, lonely guy playing on Christmas morning.
So
Yeah, I was. It's funny you mentioned that. I'm planning on doing like a 24-hour stream on Christmas because I don't do Christmas and I'd rather play video games. So
Right.
I'll be that sad, lonely boy for you.
I mean, Christmas morning, I can't say anything this year. This is the first year I'm actually traveling for the first time on Christmas. Usually I'm home and hanging out with family and stuff like that. But
My old go-to was just to go snowboarding every Christmas day because no one else went and you got the mountain to yourself.
right.
It used
That very true. Very fucking true.
But now I live in Michigan and it's basically flat compared to Vermont.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that gotta suck.
Yeah.
That gotta.
Well,
So
But no, now I can now I can have like a little bit of a petty like smirk whenever I look at the mountains being here in Massachusetts. Still, he's like, "Ha, Kitty's not here, motherfucker. I can still go to Massachusetts this weekend."
He's like, rip.
I'm so sad about it.
So this week's top story is actually kind of a juicy one that's still ongoing, by the way.
Let me.
It still hasn't fucking changed, and it's making every
is
gamer
still waiting for this.
Yeah, oh my
yeah,
god. The game, everybody's still waiting for this.
20,000 people watching a guy wait for a game.
Everybody is still waiting for this.
The never-ending release.
So, give us some background on Atlas real quick.
So
yeah, Shifter, you're like our dude
release.
for this.
Oh, dude, so I watched it. We talked about this during the Game Awards. That was the first thing. We saw it announced during the Game Awards. All right, guys, we're coming out December 13th. We will see you soon. And we're like, hell yeah, this looks pretty good. Like, let's watch this. Like, I want to see what this is about. Everybody goes and follows it. So December 13th gets ready to roll around. Hey, guys, we're going to come out the 19th. So we're like, all right, you need a little time to fix your last bugs before you want to release to people. We get it. All right, peachy. So Wednesday rolls around. So December 19th rolls around. It literally gets to about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, Pacific Standard Time. And they announce the game launches on Friday, February 21st. Everybody's like, the fuck? What happened? What happened? And they didn't say anything. They didn't say why. They didn't say nothing. Nada. Also brings us back to our earlier topic of PR. This is a terrible way to do your PR.
Oh, yeah.
You're just like pissing off the players, and you're like,
the
what?
end of the business day and being like, by the way, it's not today.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they didn't give a reason. That was the worst part of it all.
This is weird. This feels like they're trying to be Star Citizen without Chris Roberts right now.
Right?
It's like keep pushing back release dates, fucking every other week.
It's coming out, boys. We swear.
So-
We swear it's coming.
We swear, 10 years later, it's coming, motherfuckers. We're releasing next week.
So getting down further down this thing, so here we are. We're in Friday, the day it's supposed to release, and they're like, well, the servers will be up in the morning, we'll let you know when. So the morning rolls around, nothing happens again. Everybody's like, well, shit. So what's going on, guys? Everybody's commenting on their post, where's the game? So they finally make a post. I think I have it in here, actually. Let me make sure real quick, because I want to share it with you guys. It's just too funny not to share it at this point.
The gaming commentary channels on YouTube are going to be so fucking awesome in 2019. I can already tell.
So
I can't fucking wait.
So the tweet was, Pathfinders, we expect early streaming of Atlas to start this evening approximately around 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. 10 minutes from now. Following that, the game will be ready for our early access launch tomorrow by noon. Wait, so you're telling me the general populace has got to wait another day to watch the game? And
Who is this studio? Shifter, who is this fucking studio?
The studio behind Ark.
Yeah, of course.
What is happening at that company? Are they like getting ready to launch, and then some guy runs in last minute and like, hold on, we got to delay a day.
At least
Like,
they're
why is it-
established. I thought this was like some new startup or some shit pulling this shit.
Turns out all the textures are our credit card numbers. We have to stop it. Like, oh man.
So I'm getting to
and,
this point where, like, I figured this would be a great way to end our stream with this last story, because it's just like, come on, guys, we're 10 minutes away. We're gonna find out if the game really does come to early access or not, because there is how many viewers right now? Let's see, live right now in the Atlas game category here on Twitch.
124,241.
Oh, it's even better than that. I just refreshed. 127,095 viewers.
Oh my God.
Waiting to see Atlas.
This is gonna be epic. This is gonna be. I know what.
Imagine it.
I kind of hope they don't release because this is gonna be fucking hilarious.
Oh, dude, the pitchfork
This is gonna
internet
be-
mobs are gonna come out like crazy if they don't at this point.
There's gonna be so many blue balled fuckers here on this platform. It's gonna be hilarious.
Dude, it's great. They have 27,000 people watching Lyric play chess badly. 22,000 people watching Shroud eat dinner. Like, Atlas is gonna be just done.
They're
Shroud eating dinner sounds exciting though.
They're trying to,
I
mean,
to do the QA pass
his
now.
game
Oh god.
Eating dinner is insane.
Atlas better be the fucking shit. Cause know what? Even if they do release on time in the next 10 minutes, they better have some really game-changing shit in there to fucking make up for this.
Oh dude.
Like it better be something cool. Like they better have like some like non-PC as fuck characters or some really good fucking edgy humor or some badass mechanics.
Or I mean, or it could be like Ark with dongs. I mean, just saying.
Those first two
Even
are
that,
not what
that'll
makes
make it worth
game. Edgy humor and non-PC characters are not like what I'm looking for in a game.
Well, that's why I play fucking. That's why I still play Conan in Exile. That's just non-PC.
You're like, oh wait, hold on, wait. Did you hear about? Okay, another one that's on a soft subject. We'll talk about this one a little bit afterwards too. But I'm still, if this comes out and then everybody ends up hating it, I'm kind of gonna just sit back and laugh even more because I'm not gonna buy it right now at this point because I'm just like, you know what? You fooled me once, you know, shame on you. You fooled me twice, shame on me.
Oh, so you're like me with No Man's Sky.
I mean, well, No Man's Sky was once.
I'm not trusting.
So for me, it was once,
no,
and
I'm
I did.
saying,
I went back.
relatively speaking, because I'm not gonna buy No Man's Sky until I see motherfucking sandworms on desert planets. That's what the fuck my money went towards.
That's your goalpost?
That's my goalpost, okay? Damn straight,
buying it.
motherfucker. Mohadib, the
Wait,
spice must flow. Okay?
Wait, no, actually, I think they're actually in there now.
Yeah, there's like some
Ooh.
I'm
weird
pretty
ones.
sure they're in there now.
It better be just as good as the fucking like teaser shit. There better not be some
The
low poly
sleeper
bullshit.
Oh
wakes.
my
Yeah,
god,
straight.
sorry, just stumbled in.
Sperm and women do a rhythm.
Yeah,
I love.
I hope
Giant
this-
Waffle has drawn a picture of a pirate ship for 4,000 people.
Wait, who?
Giant Waffle. He drew a picture of a pirate ship for his stream. It's as good as it gets. It's as
Sounds
atlas as you go.
prophetic.
In Microsoft Paint, out of all things. The big red boat would be proud.
There we go, man.
Oh,
But so yeah, that's the controversy of Atlas right now, which it's becoming a meme at this point. Like how much people are just like memeing on this game because of how stupid things like this are. It's just
How not to release your game handbook, you know?
yeah, how
don't
not
do what these guys. Yeah,
how not to
do
handle
this.
bad PR or how to like, you know, light a dumpster fire to your PR or you know your community before the game even launches.
Yeah, I didn't realize.
I don't know.
before we
This could
started
be
the-
pretty clever. Like, look at
theme
them.
of-
They've got 123,000 without
okay,
without even a
Yeah,
game.
it's intentional suspense. Like,
Can we talk how
They don't
that
even
sounds
make a
like a
game.
fucking Autobot?
No.
Apparently, according to chat, I look like a fucking Decepticon or some shit.
No, you look like a transformer. They're the good guys.
Transformers are the whole species.
Well, yeah, Transformers all species.
oh yeah, because it's Autobots.
No.
Well, Autobots
Yeah.
and Decepticons, it's just good versus bad.
They're all Transformers, and it's broken down to Autobots and Decepticons.
Which one are the dinosaurs?
Both.
All right.
Oh, really?
Well, did
Yeah,
you know?
if you watch Beast Wars, because Decepticons and Autobots, there's no difference between them, so they can switch fucking sides whenever. So, like in Beast Wars, like they showed that fucking half the Dino Decepticons, just enlisted, and a couple asshole Autobots went bad.
Do you know the only reason G.I. Joe's still alive is because Transformers so bad they can't kill off people? Also, all those cartoons are just to sell, like, action figures, and they're terrible.
I mean,
Hot take.
Well, know what? Know what? Yeah, okay, yeah, they sold us a lot of shit, but know what? I never regretted one toy I bought. Or my parents bought, for that matter.
true.
Fucking Thundercats is
story.
still my shit, bro. They
You know
may
what's
have sold me a bunch of shit, but know what? I got fucking knowing is half the battle at the end, so I was fucking happy with it.
So that was about not doing drugs, and everyone learned at the end that drugs are pretty much okay.
But that was damn. That's when you get Scruff the crime dog. That was his fucking fault. That had nothing to do with G.I. Joe. G.I.
Right.
Joe was like, don't be a dick to other kids, and we shoot lasers out of M14s for some fucking reason.
They killed people. Like, not bullying isn't something a soldier should teach you.
Maybe.
Maybe.
What are you talking about? I'm a Marine, and I teach kids not to be assholes to the other kids. We have youth programs.
Yeah, but not while you're actively shooting people.
No, they weren't actively shooting people. It's like after the fact. Like in Afghanistan, after you're done shooting somebody, you might want to hand a lollipop to a fucking kid and be like, "Yo, we're the good guys." It's literally how it goes down.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Anyway, so
This is going off the rails.
so have you guys seen the news on Scum, the new Scum Winter update?
Yes, I have.
No, I didn't.
Whoever has seen, okay, Kenny, we'll let you talk about the Scum update because I thought it was the most hilarious thing I'd seen all day.
So, here is a what country are the developers of Scum from?
Oh, I don't even know on that one.
So let me put it this
I feel
way.
like I have to look for it now.
Update
Oh
is,
no, it's Devolver, I think, right?
Yeah, it is Devolver. So Scum's update is basically the same thing a man in Ireland Blizzard got fired for, and that is covering your dick. Is Scum's update? You can have dick holsters
In the chat.
You dress up your dick. There's not a good way to say that.
Well, I wouldn't say that's what the guy in Ireland got in trouble for. He got in trouble for saying this.
Yeah,
Talking about bigger dicks. Like
he
he didn't
said-
exactly like whip his dick out and like start covering it.
Well, he said this isn't a like dick measuring contest.
Yeah, this isn't about who has the bigger dick.
Yeah. I was making fun of your comment from earlier about the dick measuring contests.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Hey man, they're a weird thing. I don't know where the phrase came from. It's just how.
Oh, EA is kind of Blizzard though.
Oh yeah, they all EA,
it is EA.
Blizzard, Activision. They're all in the same fucking pot. Let's be honest. They're all part of the same stew.
I mean, their companies mixed, but yeah. So Scum's covering dicks. People in the EA are getting fired for talking. That's sexual harassment. I'm not sure about that one. Normally, I legit think there's some, like when we were talking about Riot last week, people getting fired over that 100%. But for this, yeah.
Yeah, like it's just an off-color joke. I think it's an overreaction. I think it's overreaction on all parts, like I said earlier. I think whoever reported it was overreacting. This dude trying to say that this person had a vendetta against him is being overreactive.
Wait, what?
I
mean,
just think it's like just some white-collar drama that happened.
He did basically hire a lawyer to put up an indictment so that they don't have someone take his role because legally he thinks he was fired for an illegal thing.
Isn't that indictment?
That's why I was like, indictment? Are you sure about that? I caught the pun!
Whoops.
I caught that, I'm just sitting there like, really now?
Well,
Oh, man.
Oh, thank you, Kitty. I needed that.
well, that's the show for the night, guys. Thanks a lot.
Oh, man. Shit. I think, I don't know, you guys, DC, what do you got for news this week, man? I don't know if you've gotten to some other big news that I may have missed.
Nah, man, I got nothing else.
What do you guys think? Anything?
No, I was wrong. I thought it was Activision, but it was EA, that story we're talking about.
Yeah.
I thought it was Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, that's what
Probably because-
Romoffel was even saying. Yeah, it was EA.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure I said I was wrong before.
And- Oh, I got some little bit of news that came in a few hours ago. Anybody who is investing in the gaming industry, you might want to check if you have stocks in Discord because valuation just went up 150 mil. Just so you know.
Oh, jeez.
It's pretty good.
Dude, have they had an IPO already?
I don't know. I just know as of right now they're worth 2.02 billion.
Wow.
They rose 150 million within a day of announcing their gaming service. So
Wowzer.
if you are an investor and you have money in Discord or anything, I don't know if it's publicly traded.
I don't
I think
believe
go
it
check
is.
that.
I think
But-
Discord is not had an IPO yet.
But they might be making an IPO soon. They're raising up money. I'm thinking probably about 2.5 to 3 billion is probably when they're going to release an IPO.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see it.
Yeah, so if for all of our business-minded viewers who are into that shit.
Yeah, it hasn't IPO'd yet, so who knows? Maybe it'll be the next Groupon.
So everybody's putting the money on Discord for competing with Steam. That's what
Well,
I'm seeing.
I can imagine some
Of
of
all the gaming apps, Discord seems to have the favorites. Like they're getting the Vegas odds, if you will.
I can imagine it
Yeah.
going up even more after the Twitch announcement. That was our first topic with them shutting down all their other services, basically saying, "All right, we're good. Like we're not going to keep putting money into this because Discord's already won."
Yeah. Well,
Discord one.
I'm just saying, don't invest in IPOs of tech companies on the first week they come out.
Right?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Again, when I said Groupon, it's not a joke. It was the biggest IPO ever.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that big.
Yeah, now it's trash.
Oh wow.
Something at the time it was the biggest ever. There might have been a bigger IPO since then.
I was gonna say, Kitty, tell us how you really feel about it. Just kidding.
Alibaba broke records as the largest IPO since then. So what?
Yeah, Alibaba could disappear with a regime change in a heartbeat. Like I like when it comes to Chinese tech companies, they have too much state connections. So whenever like you have a change in power at the top in China, like we saw a few years ago, a bunch of companies and Alibaba came out of nowhere because they're cool with the current administration, if you will. And but China, that did remind me, China did start approving games again. They announced that earlier today. They the Chinese Department of Propaganda, no bullshit, that's what it's called. The Communist Party Propaganda Department announced that they have a backlog of games they're approving, and they're restarting the process for accepting games. So if you're one of those people that are in China or you're near China and you're a viewer and you like have to deal with that bullshit, it looks like it's clearing up finally. I guess some things were redefined about on-game purchases, and according to the source, it wasn't ideological, it was financially protecting, and they're restricting how long kids can spend online playing games with their new policy. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to like clock kids for hours playing fucking Steam, which I think is draconian as shit, but it is China. So
I mean, they socially score people there, so it's pretty draconian already.
yeah, exactly. They're fucking destroying Tibet, but we don't go into politics. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So
South
it
Korea,
looks update on the Atlas thing. Atlas is up.
Yeah.
Is actually up.
Oh shit!
Go watch Atlas right now.
Yeah.
Oh, hashtag Atlas launch. Hashtag Atlas launch.
Wait, is it? Oh, never mind. Wait, I'm looking at Lyric.
I'm watching.
Lyric
I'm not seeing it.
He's
pretty sure
he's looking for
it's
servers.
An actual application.
It just started updating apparently on Steam.
Oh, okay, so there's no servers up yet, but the game is playable, but it's no servers up yet. What's what I
Well,
was looking at? He's trying right now.
Who needs a server in an MMO?
Yeah, what the fuck? Servers are overrated, man. It's current year.
Make
Fuck
your own
servers.
shard. Oh god.
It's always about servers. Why can't it be about computer kind? The fuck?
Computer kind. Oh yeah, so yeah, this looks like never mind. I spoke too soon. The game itself is up, but no servers yet. Everybody's updated. No servers yet.
Why are games launching with no servers? This is like becoming a thing now. First fucking Fallout 76 had their server fucking debacle. Now we got this shit going on.
Well, they had server crashes, though. Their
going
servers were up, but there were server crashes for them. That was a different story.
Yeah, at least they were there.
They were there.
Yeah, they're physically
Like,
there.
no
They know what
servers
the
for
fuck to
this.
do with them.
This might as well not have launched if there's no servers.
I'm just, but that just proves my point. It's getting progressively worse. Fucked up servers, now no servers. Are we even going to get like games in the future? Like, what's going on in 2019? I'm really concerned for game development in 2019.
I'm actually legitimately surprised they even let them launch the game before 9 o'clock instead of just saying, all right, cool, try to access it after this point. But that would have been even more of a meme at this point, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, they're getting meme the fucking back.
Oh,
Lyrics
Lyrics
are going to have fun with this shit.
Yeah, I saw Lyrics. It was good.
It's so good. The SS... I can't even say it on stream. It's just so good.
They're up to like
I'm not even watching stream, but I can't apply
people watching.
Oh, what are you saying, Kitty?
180,000 people are watching it now.
Oh my god.
Let's go there next. There are a lot of factors to get in an IPO besides your company's growth and current valuation. But yeah, there's one to watch. Yeah, there's definitely something to watch. Like definitely Discord is definitely one to watch. Going back on that top, but Atlas, it's already 9:06. No servers. Ripper.
Oh my! I can't. I can't with these game companies. And what's up with their names? Are they just gonna go through all the A's like Arc, Atlas, fucking Asterisk? What the fuck is next?
They wanted to be the top of the list when it's alphabetically.
Probably.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah, you just want to be on the top of the list.
But it doesn't like Twitch. It doesn't
one of
matter.
the reasons.
But I guess
like,
maybe
does Atlas, does Atlas have anything to do with mapping?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so you have to map
the
shit.
pirate game.
Yeah.
Okay, so you actually gotta map the high seas. Okay, so at least
Maybe.
see they're just picking A's and they're just making sure it's remotely related to it. Arc, bunch of fucking dinosaurs. Fucking, we saved them somehow. Fucking Atlas, map the high seas, bitch. You're Jack Sparrow.
Oh man.
I don't think we need to like be upset at game names. We can go real deep into that.
Oh no,
There's
I'm just
so many
giving
bad
them
game
shit.
names.
I'm just kicking it down, Horse Kitty.
well,
That's just what I do sometimes. They're on the ground. I'm just kicking them in the jaw.
I think Path of Exile. What's that game gonna mean?
And, it's funny, there's
Branding
not,
101.
Play that.
and there's not even a single
Branding
person.
101 is
I
that
know.
you.
Go
I
ahead.
Branding
am
101 is that you have a name that's 1 to 3 syllables and either at the top or the bottom of the alphabet.
my
search
new
reasons.
MMO is called Aardvarks, and it will be the biggest game of all time.
Spelled with 2 A's.
Well, that's how you spell Aardvark, right?
So
Is
you,
it?
Fucking no. I'd never. I'm no spelling bee. Kitty. I ain't fucking telling you how to spell hardball.
Yeah, it's Aardvark.
Oh.
It's notoriously at the front of the dictionary.
Oh.
I know how to spell Aardvark.
man.
Damn it! Don't.
That's why they're endangered, because everybody knows who the fuck they are every time they open up a dictionary. Like, who are these bastards at the top of the list? Fuck these things, man.
right.
Uh,
All right, but I think that about wraps it up for us this week. Thank you guys and gals for coming this week. Any last words, guys and gals?
No, go play Kenshi. It's very good.
Kenshi.
Oh, well, one thing on the show notes. My game of the year is Conan. I'm just saying that right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
forgot
right.
what's
Game of the year.
the
Yeah,
game,
yeah.
but-
Oh yeah, we'll do that real quick. So, game of the year. What is your game of the year?
My
Had to
game of the
come
year
out
is
this
Conan
year.
Exiles. I think it's the shit. I love what the developers have been doing with it. They've been responding to the community. I think it's probably one of the best growing games this year that was released.
DC.
That's my personal opinion, though. I know everybody else doesn't like Conan and sandboxes and Minecraft with dicks. I get it.
You know mine, it's Red Dead. I think that's game of the year.
Mhm.
Paul, what do you think?
ooh. I've got this indie game that I found in the Humble Bundle called Fortune 499, which is short and simple, but it was super fun. That's mine.
Nice, Kitty.
Slay the Spire technically doesn't come out till next year, so next year that'll be my game of the year. So I might go with Spider-Man as the thing that kind of drew me in the most. But you know, by the end of the year, it might be Kenshi.
Nice.
Actually, it might be Smash Bros. Smash Bros.
Oh,
might
yes.
be better
Yeah.
than
I
Red Dead.
I think that's my number 2 in everything. I just don't want it to be my game of the year. It is the second best at everything.
But it's so good.
Yeah.
It is
really good. My I can't pick one because I'm not good at favorites, but my top 3 definitely are Assassin's Creed Odyssey because I love the story and I love Greek mythology. Spider-Man because it's one of my favorite characters to play in a video game because I've played almost all of the Spider-Man games, regardless if they've been bad. And this one actually was good. And then my last one would probably definitely be it's kind of toss up between Detroit Become Human and Red Dead.
2 quick things on that. 1, the Spider-Man movie, very good. And 2, if you like Greek mythology, I've heard about this new game called Atlas.
That's not Greek mythology. You shut your troll. Damn
you get
troll.
to be a Titan.
I saw Hydra in there.
Yeah. Alrighty. Well, thank you all for coming in tonight. Definitely appreciate it for this week's episode of the Insider Gaming News. Next week, I'm not 100% sure if people are traveling or not this next week. I will be traveling, so you guys will not see me at all next week for sure. But if there's a show next week, we'll keep you guys all informed. But hope you guys have a great holiday season, especially Christmas coming up. Merry Christmas, everybody. And we will see you all next week. Have a good one all.
Have a good one.
Feliz Navidad.